global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. There's a lot going on between the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB for short, and the government of Uzodinma, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State. As right now, there may likely be a face-off over so many allegations. But then again, the indigenous people of Biafra are placing a demand that I doubt if the governor of Imo State will be able to honor it, judging by the antecedent of what is going on. Tension is already brewing. Before we go into the news proper, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Let's hit the ground running. Well, according to the news, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Friday charged Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State to facilitate the return of 500 youth allegedly arrested in the state and taken to Abuja. Where the indigenous people of Biafra, otherwise known as IPOB, have this to tell Governor Hope Uzodinma. Well, IPOB said Uzodinma should urgently facilitate the return of these youth before it loses its patience. Ima Powerful, the spokesman of IPOB, lamented that Uzodinma invited security agents to arrest about 500 Biafran youths about 1 year ago, about 365 days ago, and their whereabouts remained unknown. In a statement by Powerful, the group insisted that the governor would be held responsible if anything happened to them. The statement reads partly, and I quote, "This is also 1 year that Governor Hope Uzodinma," well, he just said this is making 1 year that Hope Uzodinma, I didn't even give him governor. He said this is making 1 year that Hope Uzodinma and his APC party invited the military to bring down innocent citizens in Imo State, and they arrested and abducted many, and many people who they ferried to Abuja. We are also yet to see them. They abducted over 500 Biafran youths in Imo State since last year, and we want those youth back for prosecution if they think they committed any crime. I quote him, "We gather through intelligence that those youths were actually being brought back from Abuja to Imo State, but unfortunately, the Nigerian security agents who were escorting them executed them along the way of Abaji and Lokoja in Kogi State. We are about to exhaust our patience. Hope Uzodinma should please return those youths before we lose our patience. Hope Uzodinma should be held responsible if anything untoward happens to our comrades. He should not expect to conduct his daughter's traditional wedding in Abuja, while the Igbo youths he aided their abduction were executed by security agents. The spirit of those youths won't allow him go on celebration spree after making many innocent families childless." This is quite deep. To start with, let's start with the traditional marriage of the daughter. Just recently, Governor Hope Uzodinma gave his daughter's hand in marriage to a young man who is actually based abroad. That's for I think that should be for the court wedding. Okay, I guess the traditional marriage will now be taking place in Abuja, as in Abuja. An Igbo man, not just an Igbo man, a governor is hosting his daughter's traditional marriage in Abuja. I don't get it. What happened to Olu, his hometown? What happened to Imo State? Okay, worst case scenario. What happened to Government House? where they can actually easily host any kind of crowd they want. And with all the security orderlies and security personnel around, I think the marriage should be a secured one, I guess. Your guess is as good as mine, so that UGM does not perform wonders on that day. So for peaceful, peaceful celebration, you probably have to move it to Abuja. Every there seems to be government house for every governor. Okay, so there's always somewhere they can always lay their head. It's good to be a governor, number one citizen anywhere, especially in this country. Okay, but now that the IPOB is calling them out, 500 youths, their whereabouts not known. That's deep. Now, IPOB member, that's IPOB spokesperson in my powerful, saying something unique. So, okay, fine. If you think they've committed a crime against humanity, crime against the law of the land, why not prosecute them? So bring them back to Imo State so that they can go through proper prosecution, other than for them to be detained somewhere. No one knows their whereabouts. No one knows if they are dead or alive. No one knows if they are still breathing. All these questions and pertinent, suggestion makes IPOB saying, look, make them to be telling him point and plain that if he doesn't give they're actually losing their patience. 500 is quite a huge number. But then they are also saying that they gathered from classified information from their intelligence that actually they have returned the youth back to Imo State, but on their way back, there was a hijack, and those youths are no more. We don't know how true it is. I don't know how Mapaf got those information from, but I believe that no matter what you say, tyranny, it doesn't pay. We're in a democratic setting. Everything should be done democratically. If the youth have been found wanting, they should be made to face the law. How would they be found wanting? By taking them to court. Let them try them to find out how innocent or how guilty they are, so that subsequently they either pay the price or be set free. This whole issue of a year detention, it smells so much. It smells like illegality legalized. This is a democratic setting. Things are done through the law, by the law, and looking in accordance with the law. Whatever you're doing, you look at what the law says and compare and contrast to your action. Then you begin to know if you are law abiding or if you are working in accordance with the law. This may not all go well. If eventually Governor Hope Uzodinma wants a re-election, with all these past stories coming to probably haunt him, maybe a hackling tax for him to convince the people to vote for him, except of course if it's going to be rigged, only then that the people's vote may not count. Other than that, I still believe that these Imolites still have somebody in their hearts they would love to replace any day, anytime, once Governor Hope Uzodinma still not finishes. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. We'll take. Do have a